Welcome to Hot Drama TV.
A 1-second decision that defined a night. How Liu Yuning turned a stage crisis into a legend. The lights were warm, the melody slow and intimate, and tens of thousands of voices had fallen silent. On the night of December 20th at the Dalian concert, Liu Yuning stood alone under the spotlight, singing You Said Love. A song that doesn't rely on spectacle, but on breath, emotion, and control. This was the kind of moment singers treasure most. When the crowd listens, not screams. When every note lands gently on the heart. Then, without warning, disaster struck. A violent high-frequency screech exploded inside his in-ear monitor. Not the kind of mistake audiences immediately notice. Not a missed lyric or a cracked note. This was worse. An invisible assault, sharp enough that even front-row fans felt their ears ring. A piercing burst of sound, sudden and merciless, slicing through the song like broken glass. For most performers, this is the nightmare scenario. For Liu Yuning, it lasted exactly 1 second. The 1 second that changed everything. His eyebrows tightened. His head tilted slightly to the side. Then instinct. Without stopping the song, without breaking rhythm, without even shifting his gaze from the audience, Liu Yuning reached up and removed one side of the faulty in-ear monitor. Just one. Not both. A calculated choice made faster than conscious thought. The music continued. His voice remained steady. The pitch didn't waver. The tempo held firm. Even the emotional arc of the song, soft restraint rising toward quiet intensity, remained intact. From the audience's perspective, the performance never broke. From a professional perspective, what just happened was extraordinary. Why this moment matters more than it looks. To understand the weight of this moment, you have to understand what an in-ear monitor really is. For a singer, it's not just earphones. It's a navigation system. Inside it lives the beat, the backing track, the reference pitch, the cues that tell a performer where they are in the song. Lose it, and you're suddenly driving at high speed without a dashboard, no speedometer, no compass, no map. Worse still, when an in-ear monitor malfunctions, it doesn't simply go quiet. It can produce sudden bursts of extreme sound, sharp enough to cause pain, disorientation, and panic. Many singers instinctively rip both sides out, stop singing, or signal for the band to cut. Liu Yuning did none of that. He removed only the damaged side, leaving the other ear partially free to catch the venue's live speakers and ambient sound. It's a technique professionals know, but only those with exceptional stage experience can execute instantly, under pressure, in front of tens of thousands of people. This wasn't luck. This was muscle memory. Singing through pain without letting the world see it. Fans later described the sound as scalp-tingling and ear-numbing. Some said their ears rang for several seconds afterward. And yet, standing at the epicenter of that burst, Liu Yuning never paused. That's what made the moment so unsettling, and so powerful. He didn't dramatize it. He didn't turn it into a spectacle. He didn't ask for sympathy. He simply kept singing. Breath control remained stable. The emotional progression of the song didn't flatten or rush. If anything, the performance felt even more focused, as if he had narrowed his entire world down to one thing. Finish this song properly. Later viewers would replay the clip again and again, amazed not just by what happened, but by how little it showed on his face. Did you notice? One fan wrote. His eyes never left the audience. The hidden cost behind a perfect stage. After the performance, medical professionals and audio engineers began weighing in online. They explained that sudden in-ear monitor failures can produce instantaneous sound levels approaching or exceeding 120 decibels, a range close to the threshold where immediate hearing damage can occur. Even short exposure can lead to tinnitus, temporary hearing loss, or long-term auditory issues. Front-row fans experienced discomfort from meters away. Liu Yuning experienced it directly, with the device pressed against his ear. That realization changed the tone of the conversation. What started as admiration quickly turned into concern. Comments flooded in. Please get a hearing check. Don't trade your ears for our applause. The equipment needs fixing urgently. Because this wasn't the first time. 3 times in 1 year. By the end of 2025, this incident marked the third known in-ear monitor malfunction, Liu Yuning had faced on stage. Once during a major spring festival performance, once at a Beijing concert, and now in Dalian. Each time the outcome was the same. No interruptions, no excuses, no mistakes. Fans began joking, half proudly, half bitterly, that Liu Yuning's stage KPI seemed to be 50% singing, 50% emergency rescue. But behind the humor was a serious question. Why does the same artist keep having to save the stage? When professionalism becomes a double-edged sword, there's a strange paradox in moments like this. The more capable a performer is, the more the system begins to rely on that capability. Mistakes become acceptable because someone will fix them in real time. Risks get normalized because disasters never fully explode. Liu Yuning's calm under pressure, his reliability, his refusal to let the audience down. These qualities elevate him to top-tier performer status. But they also raise a dangerous possibility that his endurance becomes something others take for granted. Fans weren't just praising him after Dalian. They were asking for accountability, not from him but from the production teams, organizers and technical staff whose job it is to ensure safety, not heroics. Don't let singers pay for perfection with their health, one comment read. Reliable equipment is the real professionalism. After the screech, the silence, and then applause. Midway through the show, staff replaced the faulty in-ear monitor. Liu Yuning returned fully equipped, fully focused, and fully present. There was no visible frustration, no lingering effect on his performance. If anything, the crowd's applause grew warmer, not louder but deeper. The kind of applause that carries respect, not just excitement. They weren't cheering a mistake. They were honoring a response. Why this moment will be remembered. Years from now, fans may forget the setlist order, the stage design, even the exact outfit he wore that night. But they will remember this. A sudden screech. A 1-second decision. A voice that never broke. Because true stage kings aren't defined by flawless conditions. They're defined by what happens when things go wrong. And on that night in Dalian, Liu Yuning didn't just finish a song. He reminded everyone what real professionalism looks like: quiet, precise, and unwavering. Still, as fans continue to say, admiration should never come at the cost of health. Let singers sing. Let stages shine. And let equipment do its job so no one has to be a hero just to survive a song. If you'd like, I can now. He didn't stop the song. He didn't show the pain. He saved the stage again. But behind the applause, there's a question we shouldn't ignore. Should a singer have to risk his hearing just to keep a show perfect? Respect talent. Protect artists. Because the strongest voice still deserves a safe stage.